Alright, so in this video, we're going to talk about the Lexan wireless tire pump. Let's check it out. What's going on YouTube? FXCLS Brooklyn is back in the building. And if you saw the previous video, then you know that we got all the bikes out today. We got my FXR, my DX, and then Bong Asphalt's broke down FX DLS. And what better time to make a more authentic video for this fine Lexan Moto product, the wireless tire pump. I was going to make a kind of like silly, goofy video where I intentionally let out the air in my tire, but we're actually in the situation where we do have a blowout, and it's Bong Asphalt's rear tire that we just dealt with. So gonna keep this one brief because we are actually still dealing with the situation. We do got to get this bike over to the shop to obviously get the tire changed, but the situation is he had a giant gash in the rear. We patched it up best we could. As you can see, we still got some bubbling happening here. It's not like a crazy amount, you know, but there's definitely some air coming out of here. We patched it up best we could. In terms of the wireless pump, threw this thing on to the tire, got it up to 30 psi before it kicked out, and I don't know, I feel like we are confident enough to take it slow 12 miles to get this thing dealt with, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, we're gonna go 12 miles out to O-Tools, get this thing dealt with. Hopefully we make it there and not have to patch this thing up again because this thing is out of batteries. But yeah, man, Lexan wireless hand pump. We are leaving the FXR here at some random mobile in upstate New York, so if this is the last you see of my 88 FXR, you know why. Blame Bong Asphalt. So yeah, Lexan wireless hand pump, like I said, it got us up to 30 psi. That tire is 41 max. Again, I think 30 is enough to roll on it 12 miles. And I gotta say, it being in the first quote-unquote emergency situation where we had to use it, I'm actually really happy with how it performed. You know, we did the patch job, threw that wireless pump on there, and the thing that I really like is that as you are actually filling the thing up, it's constantly giving you a reading of the PSI down to the 10th. I don't know, so far that looks good. So yeah, it's going to give you a reading down to the 10th of where the actual tire is at. So, you know, we like precision. Precision is always good. And again, I say quote-unquote emergency situation because we're 120 miles from, we're about 100 miles from New York City, so it's not like we're out in the middle of nowhere, you know, Wyoming, which has been situations we've been in before with breakdowns, but, you know, it's something that has to be dealt with. And this is the difference right now of having to wait like 2 hours to get this thing towed, or having it take 20 minutes to roll this thing down the road. So again, who I recommend the product for is if you are, whether or not you're doing the bike trips, honestly, I think you should probably always have the wireless tire pump as well as a patch kit on you, just because, you know, I've been doing this long enough to have this happen to myself many a time, just picking up nails or whatever, especially within New York City, or just have it happen to my friends. You know, the blowouts happen, you're gonna pick up nails, you're gonna pick up glass. So you want to be prepared to deal with that situation. So yeah, originally I was going to say it's really for people who are putting in the miles and doing the road trips, but honestly, we're not doing a road trip right now. This was supposed to be just like a little night or two getaway up into the Catskills. This wasn't supposed to be anything crazy, but yet the man in black called himself a blowout, called himself a flat rear, you know, 30 miles out. And like I said, we'd be having to get this towed right now, but the combination of the patch kit and that Lexan wireless pump definitely got us out of a tricky situation. Now I know someone in the comment section is going to be saying, bro, you're at a mobile, there's definitely an air pump there for you to use. That is true, but now if this were a situation, like I was just saying, if we were on, say, one of the cross-country trips and we're out in the middle of nowhere at nighttime and that's not a resource, well, we just got that tire filled to 30 psi and we got Bong Asphalt back on the road without the use of a pay-as-you-go air pump. So again, it really saved us a headache today. You know, it could have been a lot worse, and I'm really happy with it. And for me, before this even happened, I would often just use it just to top off my tires, because I really like how easy it is just to get that precise reading down to the 10th. You know, you don't have to play the guesswork of the manual gauge, right? So I like the precision of it, and like I said, you know, I am running 3 different bikes, so the way I would be using it would just be to tend to each of the bikes here and there, top them off, and it's been really great just for that purpose, without having to bring it to a compressor to do the damn thing. So again, I was gonna make this like a joke video. I was gonna intentionally just like pull off of the side of a random country road and say, oh no bro, look at my tire, it's down to 10 psi. But you're actually catching us in the real deal, the real situation. You know, we are fielding a legitimate flat tire, and right now we're cruising at 60. It looks like my buddy Bong Asphalt. That tire looks fine to me. Obviously we're keeping the speed low, but we got about 10 miles to go, and so far so good, thanks to the good folks over at Lexan. So look, throw down $50 for the wireless tire pump, throw down $10 or whatever for the patch kit. You could use my code. I don't even know what it is anymore. I think it's still FXDLS Brooklyn, if that code even still works. Tell the man in black that he's good. He's asking me for the check. But yeah, I think I still have a discount code for them, so go use that. That should save you like 10 to 20% off or whatever. But even without a discount code, $50 to save yourself a headache in this type of situation, by all means, man. That's what's up. So that's it, man. Shout out to the good folks over at Lexan, specifically Mark, for preventing what could be pretty gnarly situations on the bike trips, or just the day rips like this, you know. Whether it's happened before, if you put in the miles, you're gonna catch nails, you're gonna have situations where you gotta fill up that tire. And again, even just to have it at home, just to, you know, for your daily maintenance, just to check and top off the tire, I love it for that purpose. So, huge fan of that Lexan product. That's one of the things where when my grandfather was making me change and take care of his car tires when I was a kid, if you would have showed that to me as a kid, I would have said, yeah, that's a future being like. Really awesome, futuristic device. Kind of amazing, given how portable it is, that it can do what it does. So that's it. We're gonna keep moving. I will pick this up hopefully in like 10 minutes when we're rolling up to the dealership to get this handled. And hopefully not before then, saying, hey, we are once again dealing with a flat on the side of the road. Okay, so we're currently out here at O'Toole's Harley Davidson. Successfully rode it that 12 miles, no blowouts, no flats. Gonna be interested to see how much PSI is still in there, given that it was hissing a little bit, but nothing too crazy. But that's it. We're gonna turn it over to Dr. Mike over at O'Toole's Harley Davidson to change out that tire. Thank you for joining us for another adventure. The fun never stops when you ride with Bong Asphalt, the man in black. And on that, stay safe, stay low, stay inflated, stay Lexan. FXDLS Brooklyn is out.